fiancé would return to him, which she did, albeit severely emotionally and physically wounded. Diane was their miracle child. Hardened by her unspeakable experiences at Auschwitz, Diane's mother imbued her daughter with courage and strength. Her father, on the other hand, showered her with love and affection. This combination of tough love gave Diane the right balance she would need to succeed. When Diane was 8 years old, she met the mother of one of her school friends. This woman was a wife, mother, and a successful businesswoman. In that moment, Diane decided that this was the woman she wanted to be. As she said, an independent woman, a woman who could pay for her bills, a woman who could run her own life. And I became that woman. As I rode with her in the elevator at the Women Inspiration Enterprise Conference, I asked Diane for one piece of advice that she would give any young woman starting out. Expanding on her all women are strong principle, she answered, "Clarity comes first. I've never met a woman who at her core isn't strong. When we get together and bring out that side of ourselves, we really can change the world." The sort of effervescence that Diane von Furstenberg and others, like co-founder of Huffington Post Arianna Huffington, actress Helen Mirren, talk show host and producer Oprah Winfrey, and model actress and entrepreneur Iman exude, only comes with age, which is why I'm perplexed by the way we treat women over the age of 50 in the West. As Western women age, society makes them feel more and more invisible. They disappear from television screens, magazine covers, billboards, and mediums associated with allure and desirability. Surely we should revere these women rather than cast them aside. There is power in claiming every part of ourselves and the whole spectrum of our life's journey. As a woman, self-acceptance will probably be the hardest thing you ever strive to attain. As with self-acceptance comes confidence. Everything in the patriarchy is designed for us to remain underconfident, softly spoken, and unopinionated, so that we never experience our full power during our lifetime. The impact of the patriarchy has seemingly become exacerbated by the coronavirus pandemic. A survey carried out by the humanitarian agency Care International found that women, who are generally far more likely to be employed by the service and informal sectors, have disproportionately been losing their jobs, and that they are 60% more likely than men to report that this has been one of the biggest impacts on their lives. For many people who work in these sectors, unemployment benefits are not offered. In other areas where they are offered, such as the Côte d'Ivoire in West Africa, they are required to be paid to the head of the household, often a man, leaving some women without any compensation, despite them often being required to buy and prepare all the food for their family members. This, paired with a drastic increase in both domestic violence and in the amount of unpaid care work that women have been expected to carry out throughout the pandemic, has caused a global mental health crisis. In many ways, the pandemic hasn't created these issues. It has only forced the fact that women across the world are still not being afforded the same job opportunities as men, and are still expected to take on the majority of unpaid care work. It is vital, then, that we act on these statistics and push for change so that women's rights do not regress in the face of this pandemic, and that instead we rise from it stronger. That is why it is now time for us to stand up and save ourselves spiritually, mentally, and physically. In doing so, I believe we can save humanity from a system that has been detrimental to everyone, including those who created it in the first place, cisgender heterosexual men. Patriarchal rule means that men live in a subconscious perennial fear that one day women will rise up and make them surplus to requirements. The reverse is true. The more women are